All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Byfield, Massachusetts. The Triton Vikings hosting the North Reading Hornets this evening for football. I'm Patrick Heffernan.
I'm Cooper Campbell.
And I'm Jake France.
And we are here tonight on an absolutely gorgeous evening, looking forward to Triton getting their first win of the season, right, gentlemen?
Yep.
Hopefully.
Hopefully is right. So I'm lucky tonight. I got two 8th graders in the booth here with me, and I'm kind of fired up. These kids know football, and they know these players, and they are looking forward to a good game. Right, gentlemen?
Matthew Selecki.
All right.
Probably.
It is. So when you were in school today, were the players kind of fired up about playing today?
And Matthew Penley.
I don't really see anyone from
Yeah, you don't
high
really
school.
see any of the players.
You don't see them during the day. They don't like come around the hallways and tackle people and get warmed up for a game?
Well,
Jack
not really.
Tamino.
Not really.
You see
All
like
right.
the Ipswich
Jonathan
Triton
Rawl.
players wearing their uniforms.
Wearing the uniforms. Good. Good. Well, I know, Cooper, you're here for the last game, which was in the fog. So tonight is a gorgeous night. It's going to be a lot better, I think. We just need to see a better score. Right.
Or a score for us at all.
Yeah. So Triton only has one touchdown on the season so far. This is going into their 4th game. They're 0-3. The visiting North Reading Hornets are 2-1, and so we'll see if Triton can pull something together here. Team looks fired up and ready to go.
Let's hope it's fired up enough.
Yeah. Well, so they have been playing really well. Honestly, it sounds crazy to say because they lost 49-6 last time they were here at home, but they have been playing well on defense. They tend to let up a couple of big plays, but for the most part, it's pretty solid. And what they need to do is put 4 quarters together and make it all happen. And I'm trying to. I miss the coin toss. Anybody know who's going to receive out here?
No clue.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
It is tricky because we've got, so for those of you watching at home, we have a TV, but we're not up very high. So we have to kind of balance between looking at what's on the screen and look at what's on the field. And it's a little bit tricky sometimes. But at least tonight we're not dealing with the fog, so it shouldn't be nearly as difficult as the last game was.
That was nasty.
Looks like Triton's going to be kicking off. I like that. Put the defense on the field first.
Kicking off for Triton, number 13, Joe Delmonico.
Excellent. And a decent crowd here tonight. Should be good on a Friday night, on a beautiful Friday night. Get people fired up for some football.
Deep for North Reading, number 12, Michael McCula. And number 33, Jack Donahue.
So here we go. Triton with the kick. Let's get this game started. Here we go. No flags, no problem. Let's get it going. Here we go, gentlemen. And it's a little squib kick to start, almost like an onside kick. It was a good try, but it didn't quite work. So North Reading's going to get the ball right at the 50-yard line.
Kick recovered by North Reading.
To get this game going. But, you know, you got to like taking a gamble early, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you got one touchdown on the year. You've been outscored by a lot to a little. Why not get it going and try something interesting right off the
Too bad they started with really good field position.
Yeah, that's a little tough. But all right, so here we go. North Reading in the shotgun. One runner in the back with him in the backfield. 4 receiver set. And here's the snap. And he almost fumbles it, drops back, and he's immediately swarmed. That's the defense I was talking about, gentlemen. You kind of gave me a look when I said their defense was pretty good, but that's a way to start things off.
Quarterback Matthew Selecki.
Doesn't seem too good when you're losing 49-6.
Taken down the backfield.
Yeah.
Number 2, Ethan Tremblay.
So the
Number
quarterback
12,
takes a
Tamino.
bad snap on the first one and backs it up 5 yards, almost 6. And Triton's got North Reading has a second and about 16 here now from about their own 45-yard line. And the same exact set as last time. And here's the snap. He drops back, looks to his left, instead looks to his right, goes to his left. Just breaks a couple tackles, and he's going long. He may go all the way in, and it's going to be a touchdown on the second play of the game. He's in there, touchdown. Second play of the game. North Reading pulls out a little screen pass, breaks a couple of tackles, and goes all the way to the end zone.
That's your defense for you.
That's a little bit harsh. That was a little surprising. Honestly, I thought they had him when they first hit him in the backfield.
Yeah.
That was an important drive for North Reading to get it on the second play of the game.
It took a minute off the clock, starting from that beautiful field position, and they already got 6 points on the board. Second play of the game.
North Reading touchdown. Number 12, Michael Makula.
So they're going to set up. A lot of teams do this. They set up this kind of offset line, and then they bring the line back, and they got a kicker out there, number 10. Tricky thing in this is like trying to look at this little tiny print on this and know who this kicker is. It's Robert somebody, number 10. And instead it's going to be a pitch. He's going to make a pass, and he's got his guy, and he's in there for 2. And just like that, North Reading goes up 8-0 with 1 minute gone in the ball game.
Extra point pass from number 10, Robert Tomorrow.
So on the plus side, Trenton's going to get the ball right away and get to do something. Get Kyle O'Doy out there, get our quarterback out there, see if he can do something great.
Respond to the touchdown, maybe?
Yeah, do something quick, get it moving. Now, I don't expect that we're going to see a onside kick from North Reading.
No.
I think they're going to try and pin Triton back. I don't know what their kicker's like because they just went for 2 on a trick play rather than kick the ball. So a little hard for us to evaluate the skill of their kicker after that. But, all right, Triton back to receive. 1 minute gone in the first quarter, and we're down 8-0. Just like that. So North Reading coming off a win at Bedford last week. And Triton coming off a loss to Ipswich. Both these teams really kind of need this win to keep things going in their own conferences. North Reading, of course, this is playing down for them. Triton playing up. Here's the kick. Not a bad one, all the way back to the 10. I think it's Tamino that's got it. He's going to come to his right. He's going to get out of 1 tackle, but not 2, and he's going to swarm right down about the 35, maybe the 25-yard line.
Kickoff to the 15. Tamino.
So what are we going to see on these plays? You think they're going to air the ball out? They're going to run the ball? What's the Triton offense that you're anticipating this
Triton,
evening?
first and 10.
Probably think they're going to try to play with the North Reading defense.
Yeah, take what the North Reading defense gives them?
Yeah, it all depends on them. If they're crowding the line, just throw it. If they're playing back, run it.
Yep. Well, we'll see what happens here. So O'Doy in this, is he coming over center? No. He was just fooling us. He's not really coming under center. He's going to be in the shotgun, of course. 1 running back to his left. And there's Tamino in motion. It's a quick handoff up the side. Tamino's going to take it on his left side. He's going to get a couple yards and then get tackled. Just a massive bodies there.
Tamino, good for 5.
So the announcer here called that good for 5.
Second and a long 5.
Didn't look like 5 to me. It looked like a little short of that. But we'll look at second and about 6 this time. Again, and he's about at, so it's easier to see this time, and I think he's about at the 30-yard line now for the second down.
6.
Second and 6. I'm going to call it 6. Second and 6. Me and the guy that's up there calling this game from the public address announcer, we're going to have a funny night tonight. And there's another inside handoff this time. Not going to get anywhere. Absolutely stuck back. If anything, he lost a yard, maybe just kept the line of scrimmage on that. So one thing that's, I think, tough when you're comparing high school football to pro football is you know all the players on pro football so well. And in high school football, it's a big squad. You don't necessarily know all the players as well. It's a little bit tougher here. But we do know O'Doy. We do know Tamino. Unfortunately, Dylan Shute out, I believe, for the season, if not for a little bit longer. Maybe he'll be in before the end of the season. O'Doy in the shotgun, 3 receivers right. Looked like a little bit of motion, but I don't see any flag. O'Doy's going to throw. Finds. Doesn't find 17. That is tough. Caught it and dropped it. Who's 17 on Triton, gentlemen? I do not know.
Anthony Particelli.
Particelli. Unfortunately, with the drop there, that would have been pretty close to a first down. I'm not sure he would have had it. It would have been close. So a 3 and out, it looks like. Although it's possible O'Doy's. Yeah, it looks like they're going for it here. They're going for it. Why not? Why not? It's early in the game. Stepping back. Still calling for that ball. No, he's going to do a little kick, and he just barely gets it off. It looks like it was blocked a bit at the line. It's going to bounce. It's going to take a nice Triton bounce. And look at that. North Reading's going to start with the ball exactly where they had it last time. Right at the 50-yard line.
Quick punt by O'Doy. Out to the 49.
So what do you think? Defense going to stop him this time?
North Reading will take over.
You gotta hope so.
You do gotta hope so. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, they had a good play on the first time. They let up a couple of tackles that they missed, and they let a big play go. Now, you know, now you got to settle into the game. You've had a couple of hits. You got to feel for what's going on.
49.
A little bit more precaution and not let them win it.
So here we go with their quarterback again in the shotgun, again to his right. He's going to give the ball up the inside this time. Number 4 on Triton, absolutely stuffed the guy. Our stats guy, Eric Gundrum, doesn't have a headset yet, but when he gets one, he's going to know that was Charles Takazian that made that stop. Absolutely beautiful. Stuffed him right at the line.
No gain.
No gain is right. 2nd and 10 now.
Taken down by number 56.
2nd and 10 with about 7:45 left on the clock in the first quarter. And this is
10.
North Reading's second drive. And all their players are looking at the little thing on their arm here. You see that? Yeah. That does look kind of funny. Like they're all looking at their watch. So here we go.
That's
North
one
Reading quarterback.
massive watch.
Ooh, good play by Triton right there. Oh, he almost took it away from him. I think it was Tamino almost intercepted a lateral right there.
It's a good play by
6
Triton.
yards.
That would have been fantastic. So yeah, back 6. We'll take the essentially a sack in the backfield for 6. Runner went nowhere and almost lost the ball to Tamino on that.
Tamino broke up that play.
Broke it up and nearly got
Nearly got
almost an interception. I guess you call that an interception if it's a pitch, or maybe it's a fine and a half.
No, it's an interception.
Is that
Just
what
a steal.
A steal. Just like baseball, it's a steal, right? There we go. Or basketball. It's a basketball steal more like. So here we go, 3rd and long. 3rd and about 15 now for North Reading. Same exact setup. He had 3 receivers to his left. He's looking deep, and he's throwing, and the guy's open. And the guy makes a catch. Great catch by North Reading's number 12. Fantastic, all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Their quarterback just aired that out.
That's really a tough play, over the shoulder, reaching out with your hands.
Pass from Matthew.
It's a good catch.
Diving catch.
He was a little bit open. I will say that. He was a little bit more open than I would have liked to have seen.
That offensive backs went all over him.
It's a good thing we don't have replay, so we can't see who that was on Triton that let him get that open, but he definitely just got blown by. All right, so now 1st and 10, right on the 17, 18-yard line or so. They got to get a stop here. They've had 3 good defensive plays, and then 2 really bad ones. But here's an inside handoff. It's going to go nowhere again. Going to get stopped up, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Triton line doesn't give a lot away. It's the outside and the secondary.
Hand off to number 3.
Yeah, I think on the big play it was probably for the touchdown. It was probably the secondary that just missed tackles there.
2nd and 9. North Reading.
So we're looking good now. 2nd and 9. 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. North Reading in the same shotgun set. The same running back to his right. He's got 2 left, 2 right for receivers. And here's the snap. He's going to look to his left and throw right away. And the receiver caught it and got wrapped up. I'm not sure who made that tackle. Looks like number 10 for Triton. And that's Cameron Gilroy with the tackle. Good work by him.
About 3. Be 3rd and 6.
So 3rd down now. This is getting interesting. You think North Reading has a kicker? They stop him here?
Haven't shown anything about a kicker yet.
Yeah. Little fake to the end zone.
On that last one when they had the point after, right?
Yeah.
They went ahead and did a fake and scored the 2. But what's going to happen here? They need to get a stop in order to keep this thing from out of the end zone. He sets up with the same running back on his right. He's going to roll right. He's got a little bit of room. He makes a throw, and it looks like it was not caught. Yeah, that was definitely not caught. It's a good-looking play, but he just couldn't find the guy in the back of the end zone. Just not a great throw. Running to his right.
It's behind him as well.
Yeah.
Had to lean back.
So we got fourth and about 6 here at about the 11-yard line. 4:23 left in the first.
4th down.
And Triton has something that looks like a defensive stop. So we're in good shape right now. It just depends on whether or not they can hold them out here. This is, it's crazy. North Reading scored 1 minute into the game, so it's a little hard to say this is a turning point because that was kind of a turning point. But if they can make a stop here, get the ball back, and try and do something with it.
That'll be huge. That
would be huge. So here we go. He's got his running back to his left now, trips right. He's going to drop back, left-handed quarterback, and looks. He's fun the back of the end zone, and he's
wide open.
And in. Yep. Tackled after he caught it, which was a little bit too late to make that tackle.
From Solecki to James Curry.
So second touchdown tonight for the North Reading Hornets.
Second touchdown in 7 minutes.
7 minutes, yeah. You know, that's one thing. It's 11-minute quarters, which is something it took me a little bit to adjust to, too. It's a strange number.
Yeah.
And there's about 1,000 timeouts, so you got to get ready for those as well. All right, here we go. Again, the offensive line's split and looking crazy. I don't know why teams run this. It's pretty rare that they actually snap the ball on this. Well, of course, they're going to do that now that I just said that. Yeah, and he's actually going to snap the ball, I think.
Going for
in
the
this
extra
weird
point
set.
again.
Yeah. Kid has a wide open look, and he got in. That's tough. You don't really practice against that.
You don't know what to do because they're on opposite sides. You don't know how to defend it that well.
Run by number 20.
And in the limited amount of time you have for practice, is that something you're really going to go over? Like a trick play for 2 points?
Like the hour you have or whatever.
You got to stop them for the touchdown, not stop them for the 2 points. So, all right, 16-0. Triton Vikings are going to get their second offensive possession of the night here. All right, so Cooper, tell me, you're a soccer player, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You gonna tear it up when you get to because you're in 8th grade now, right? You gonna tear it up when you get to varsity next year?
I have no idea. They just lost like 6-0 today before this.
They've had a tough season so far. So you play striker, you play midfield, you play goalie. What do you play?
I like to play defense.
Defense. Okay. Does that mean you're really tough and you knock people over?
I have no idea.
I would hope so. All right. All right, here we go. North Reading going to kick the ball for the 3rd time tonight.
See if they have a kicker.
Or 2nd time tonight. I've lost track.
I do.
Not a bad kick. Tamino's got the ball right around the 30. He's going to make a cut. He's going to get through one tackle and come up the sideline. Finally get taken down right about at just over the 42-yard line maybe. Great run back by Tamino there.
Gives Triton good field position.
Number 12, Jack Tamino.
There we go.
Runs it out about 25 yards.
Now, Tamino's a basketball player. You guys know him at all?
26.
I've heard of him. I've
Yeah.
really known him.
Very good basketball player. He's a senior now, was a junior last year, and got a lot of time on the court. And I think it shows up here in football. The kid's quick, just super quick.
Yeah, point guard for the varsity team.
Mm-hmm. He was last year, yep.
Yeah.
So Adoy in the backfield. He's got one running back on his left. He's got 2 receivers. Is a baseball player too? Oh, Tamino's a baseball player too. Thank you, Eric Gundrum, helping us out. A real mess inside and absolutely no yards on that play. If anything, went backwards a little bit. They're not getting much up the middle tonight. Actually, not getting much, period. We got to see something here. 2nd down now and about 9.
2nd and 9.
And 3:40 left in the clock in the first quarter. Doy gets the signals from the bench. Who's number 2? Is that Tremblay? Trembley's in the backfield with him. He's the running back that's had the most luck or the most success this year for Triton. They really got to get something going here. One receiver to his right, 3 on his left. Tremblay switches to the other side. Tamino in motion again, coming across, goes all the way through, and it's going to be O'Doy with the keeper on the left side. Gets about 3-4 yards before he gets stopped. The linebackers on North Reading are pretty solid.
Got to convert this 3rd down.
Yeah. I believe it's only the 2nd 3rd down they've had. I think they've only had 2 possessions, right? This is the 2nd possession?
Yeah.
Okay.
3rd and 6.
Still, it'll set the tone of the game for Triton if they can convert this and score.
Yeah. Yeah, it changes the game. You're right. 2:47 left in the first, and here we are in a 3rd and about 6. A long 6, call it 7. Adoy in the backfield, 2 right, 2 left. Tremblay on his left. I'm sorry, on his right. Here's the snap. He's looking. He's got time. He's going to find a Triton receiver for a 1st down. Beautiful play all the way down to the 35. Who we got? 34. Oh, Jared Barandino. Fantastic.
Bedoy, the number 34, Jared Berdino.
Barandino, great kid, great catch. There's another baseball player for you. So you got Tomino and Barandino, the baseball players out there making stuff happen. Excellent catch. That kid's a big kid. They got to throw to him more. He's the Gronk on this team right now. So here's the snap to O'Doy. He's got Tremblay on his right. He's going to keep it right up the middle again. This time, no, he's going to break it outside. Spins, turns, gets about 6-7 yards on that play. That was pretty solid. They look good.
O'Doy and the keeper. Picks up about
the 35,
9.
so closer than they have been to the end zone.
Second and 1.
Yeah, here we go. Second and 1. No, he picked up 8, almost 9 on that. It didn't look like it, but it was those spin moves, I guess, at the end that got him a little extra yardage. O'Doy back again. He's got Tremblay directly behind him. 2 on his right, 2 on his left. And here's the snap out of the gun. Sorry, it was trips left that time. And he's looking left, and he's got somebody who's going to nice catch, little spin move, goes inside, gang tackle, but he gets at least that first down. Excellent play.
That was Jack Tomino too, I think.
That was Tomino on that catch?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
To Jack Tomino.
Tomino comes out of the pile looking like he caught the ball. So, and all of a sudden, Triton's got a little something going on here. They're marching down the field, all the way down to the 26 with the first down. O'Doy sets up again. Tremblay on his right. Coming through is Tomino again. There's the handoff to Tomino, running to his right. He's going to try and go right through somebody. Gets a few yards on that play. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. We're probably going to get maybe one more play off before the quarter ends. So we haven't had a flag or a timeout, which is rare in high school football, that we could go an entire quarter without a flag or a timeout. But, of course, I said that. I probably just cursed our Vikings to getting one of those two on this play. So O'Doy sets up. He's got Tremblay on his left. 2 and 2 is the package. Let's see something happen here. Here's the snap. He's looking to his left. He's got under a lot of pressure. Gets away from it and throws it.
Complete, incomplete?
Looks like it was incomplete. Good move for the ball, but I don't think he caught it. Oh, no, yeah, he did. And we got donuts delivered to us. Look at that.
Feature's really good.
That's fantastic. All right, we've not had, this is, gentlemen, you are good luck. Because in all the games I've called, in football and basketball, I've never had food delivered. That's one of those things they talk about in the NFL, you know, the pregame, and like, oh, we're getting all the food and, you know, the wings and all that stuff. We never get, now we're getting donuts delivered. All right, incomplete to Gilroy. That's what it looked like from here. It's going to be a 3rd and 7, 4 seconds left. Trying to make a decision. There's that timeout. Timeout Triton. Timeout Triton with 4 seconds left in the quarter. A 3rd and 7, and really this is pretty crucial right here. I'm positive Triton does not have a kicker, right?
Pretty sure.
I'm asking these two gentlemen questions while they're stuffing their faces full of donut right now. That's good timing on my part, huh? So, all right, Jake, so you are, you're not a basketball player, you are a basketball. You are a basketball player.
So, yeah, rec league.
Rec league,
yeah.
all right. Youth program needs a lot of players coming up, so it's been some good years for Triton basketball lately, so got to keep it going. All right, here we go now. Tremblay on his left. O'Doy calls for the ball, tries to call him offsides, doesn't quite get it. Comes back to the line. He's going to take the snap now, and he's going to try and run it right up the middle. He's going to get a lot of yards, but I don't think it's going to be enough for a first. That's going to be tight. He must have seen something when he went to the line, and that's why he liked running that ball up the right up the gut.
Audible.
That was O'Doy and the keeper.
He did.
Picked up about 3.
3 is not 7. That's what they needed. So the first quarter is going to end 16-0.
16.
Our Triton Vikings not playing the best defense we've ever seen, but the offensive series in this last one has been pretty good.
Yeah.
And but for a drop pass on the first set, they would have had a first down the first time they had the ball. So, you know, they've only had 2 first downs. They're 1 for 3 on 3rd downs tonight. And actually, 1 for 3 isn't too bad on 3rd downs, considering that means the way they've driven that ball down the field, that means they've gotten a lot of conversions on 2nd down or even on 1st. So they can keep that kind of success going, we're going to be in good shape. At least get a touchdown here and put us up or put us down by only a score. So at halftime, I know that's a quarter away, but at halftime we're going to see the boys cross-country team come out, 7-0, breaking records, making some. Do you know any? You were a runner, right? Do you know some of the cross-country runners?
Yeah, they got Jack O'Shea. Don't really know many, but I recognize them. Just don't really know the names.
All right. Well, you're going to see them all when they come out at halftime. So hopefully talk to one or two of them after the half. Here we go. Tremblay to his right. Looks like Tamino on the far right. Looks like Triton has switched it up and only gone with 2 receiver set. Nope, 3 receiver set, and there we go. He's going to run it to his left. Odoy, he's going to get a lot of yards. Who got tripped up. I think he got tripped up a little bit short. And so the refs are calling timeout so they can take a look and see. It looks like it is going to be a turnover on downs, unfortunately. So solid drive, but it's not going to get any points. And that's a little bit tough, but there's tons of time left in this quarter, so a good defensive stop here. Make something happen.
1st and 10. Hornets.
So you guys watch a lot of pro football too?
Yeah.
You watch any college football? I know college football in here, huge up here.
My parents both went to Clemson, so we watched like every game.
You watch every game. Dabo Sweeney, isn't he the Clemson coach?
Yep.
They like that guy?
Yeah, I think he's been there for a while now.
Yeah, it's been there a while. All right. I won't say anything bad about Clemson tonight then. I'll try and keep it under control. So, and he's going to come right up the middle, North Reading carry with the ball. Lunges for a little extra yardage. Probably gains about 6 or 7 on that. Decent little run right up the gut.
Lucky on the keeper. Picks him about 5.
And it looks like either somebody's hurt. Yeah, somebody's hurt. Trainer's going out there. Somebody's really hurt. And that is not good. So we got the cross country coming tonight. I think they're going to start to bring on some of the other teams as these games go on. Like the girls cross country is doing really well. The volleyball team is doing pretty well. Girls soccer is doing very well. It's a good, been a good fall for Triton's. Yeah, it's been pretty good, especially the cross country team, which is kind of crazy. Boys soccer's having a hard time, but they were also in a transition year. They had 1 senior that came over from the year before, maybe 2, so that's a little bit tough.
We had Greg and Isaac come over.
So 2.
Yeah,
2 seniors from the year before. And the sophomores, they had a couple sophomores that played varsity a little bit last year, so they came up, and that'll help. But then this team here, Triton, you had kids like Tommy Lapham that I think played varsity from his freshman year, who was leading the team as a quarterback last year. He's gone. You had a couple of years ago, you had Liam Spillane, an absolute beast out there. Is it our guy that's down? Oh, it is our guy that's down. Number 5. It's Odoy.
Uh-oh.
So Kyle Odoy injured on that play. He must have been playing a linebacker position because that ball went straight up the middle. So I'm not sure.
They're going to play quarterback now.
I'm not sure who the backup quarterback is. We're going to need some intel from the stand. Or actually, we're going to find out right here because somebody's going to start throwing the ball. Number 14 on Triton is
Ty Schultz.
Ty Schultz, sophomore. Do we know where he's from? Is he a Newberry kid, a Raleigh kid, a Salisbury kid? We don't know. All right. So Ty Schultz is going to probably be coming out for Odoy. Actually, he's going to have to come out if Odoy can't make it back into the game. And Odoy has been down now for a couple of minutes.
Still hasn't gotten back up yet.
Hasn't really moved at all.
So I'll tell you a story about Odoy. Last year, he came in for 1 snap as the backup quarterback because Tommy Lapham went down. Yeah, got the wind knocked out of him or something. And so Odoy comes in and takes a snap, and he's got, I don't remember who the running back is, but the running back's on his right, let's say. And he takes the snap, and he turns to the left, and the running back is going by him on the right. And the running back's not there. So then he turns, and by now the running back is going by him. So he's got to just take the ball himself. And I asked the coach after the game, I said, so did he just mess that up, or did the running back line up on the wrong side? He's like, no, he just messed it up. So, but it was good. It was good for him to get out there and get a snap and get a feel for the speed.
Did he throw the ball at all?
No, he just ran the ball. He just tucked it and ran. So smart kid, really smart kid. Played a lot of varsity minutes last year for basketball.
Yeah.
Just a real solid athlete.
He's a sophomore too, right?
He is a sophomore, yeah, and a good kid. So, and he's up on his feet, which is good. Hopefully walks off on his own. Looks like he's gonna.
Seems just knocked out.
Looks like his arm.
There's something on his arm. Yep, and that is his throwing arm. So that could put him out of the game at least for a little bit. They're going to need to step up on defense though here. Triton is, yeah, something's wrong with his arm, that's for sure. So Dylan Shute out now. Kyle O'Doy in trouble. It's going to be a very long game.
Without Kyle O'Doy, that's for sure.
So North Reading comes back out on the field. Triton defense back out on the field. I'm not sure who the sub is at the linebacker core for O'Doy, but
So
somebody's in
2nd
there.
and 5 for North Reading. On
So the
15-yard
defensive
line.
line of Triton looks pretty good. They've actually held their own pretty well tonight. Just a couple of mistakes, really, again, in the secondary to kind of pick on those guys. But you can see the defensive line squaring up and looking pretty tough. We just need to see them make a stop here with 2nd and 5.
Yeah, not much has gotten past them.
No. And they've had a couple of plays in the backfield, so sacks and
Yeah,
tackles.
sacked the first play of the game.
So there's a run off to the left side and there he's going in. He's off. He's
He's
off, and
going
he's
all the
very
way.
quick. I don't think he's going to get caught. Triton's trying to get him. They don't have the wheels. That's number 3 on North Reading, all the way in for the touchdown. All the way in for the touchdown.
William O'Leary.
Off tackle left, and the kid just broke it out into the wide open.
85,
William O'Leary.
85 yards.
85 yards on a really big run right there.
Yards.
That was, yeah. I feel like the guy back there is listening to us when he's talking. So, yeah, 85-yard run for North Reading. And again, it's the big play. It's the big play. They've just given up these monster plays that are going to hurt.
It's really taking the wind out of Triton.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna go for it again. Doesn't seem like no.
I mean, we haven't stopped them from trying to go for it. So
They might
But
get it.
at some point, when you're leading by 3 scores and there's 10 minutes left in the second quarter, you start to see if your kicker has anything. And he does not. Missed it just to the left.
The extra point.
that's why they've
is wide.
gone for it
Left.
twice.
That could be. So that's something else we learned the first year we started calling these games. Because did it look like it went through
That
to you?
makes the score.
No, it was
No,
North
okay.
Reading
like
22.
maybe a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
like
Nothing.
it
Since
would've
it was
hit the
like
post.
right next to it, yeah.
It's hard to tell sometimes, and you have to watch the refs that are down there calling it. You don't want to watch the ball. They got the best view in the house. All right, Triton going to get the ball back, and we're going to get a sophomore quarterback out there, right?
Yep.
Ty Schultz.
Yeah.
Ty Schultz. Time for him to make something happen. Tamino back in the backfield to catch the kick. Got 17 and 24 back there with him. So Anthony Particelli and Seth DeLong. So North Reading has passed the ball for 53 yards, 37 yards, and 14 yards
And have an
on big
85-yard
plays,
run.
and then an 85-yard run. The 53-yard pass and an 85-yard run. Those are the things that are going to absolutely kill you. So this defense is, again, not giving up the stuff in the trenches. They're just giving up the big plays. There's a little squib kick. It's going to be DeLong that's going to just fall on it. I think that's DeLong.
24.
24, yeah.
Just behind
Yep.
the 35.
Seth
Yep, Seth DeLong.
is on my flag
Tomorrow's
football team.
split kick.
Yeah? So what are you playing
Down
flag
by
football? You the
10.
quarterback, you the running back, you the
33.
Wide receiver. And
wide
center,
receiver?
yeah.
So you're pretty quick then?
So.
Are you going to play football next year for the Vikings?
Yeah, probably.
Good.
Probably freshman football, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Cooper, you're going to be playing soccer though, right?
Yeah.
Stick with it. Good. Running track though? Isn't track's a spring sport for you, right?
Winter and track.
Winter track
Winter
and spring
spring.
track. Excellent. Yeah, the cross-country and track program at Triton has really sort of taken off. It's been impressive. All right, so here we go. This is going to be the first snap, as far as I know, all season for Ty Schultz. Ty Schultz. I'll get it right by the end of the night. And he's going to take the shotgun snap and immediately, nope, there's the first flag of the game. I don't know if it's going to be an offsides. Illegal motion. It's probably going to be illegal motion. Yep, there we go.
Yep.
Illegal motion on the offense. It's tough. New quarterback comes in, different cadence, different sound. It's impossible to get that right usually the first time. So it's going to make it a little harder. Instead of 1st and 10, he's got a 1st and 15 with 9:46 left in the second quarter.
Illegal procedure. Illegal procedure.
Illegal motion, illegal procedure. Same.
Triton.
Old schools, it's illegal motion. So.
Yeah.
All right. Line it up. In the shotgun. He's got his running back to his right, one receiver to his left. He's going to step back and throw the ball. And that is going to be tipped and not caught. Tipped and incomplete. Number 21 by North Reading with a really good defensive play. Not on the tip. That was made by his teammate, but making sure that the Triton receiver couldn't get anywhere near it. Jerry Calgary. I think it's Calgary. For, uh-oh, we got a problem here. Number 16 on North Reading.
16.
Yeah,
Brian Heffernan.
Yeah, how about that? That's going to be a bit of a problem. We're going to have to cheer for that kid as this game goes on. I haven't seen him on the field yet, but I got to find him. So, all right, here we go. Second and 15 again for Triton. In motion is Tamino. It's a handoff to him. He's coming to his left, makes a move to get away from one guy, and gets swallowed up in the backfield.
Way
Going to be a loss of a couple on that. So they're going to be looking at a 3rd and really long again. Now, this has got to be the 3rd or 4th 3rd and long for this team. Kind of lost track of how many 3rd and longs they've had. They've only converted, last time we looked, one of their 3rd downs. This is probably 1 for 4 on 3rd down conversions at this point. And I feel like they've all been long 3rd downs. So Schultz back. 8:55 left in the second quarter here. A 3rd and very long. Takes a snap. It's a handoff up the middle, and it doesn't go anywhere.
That's not a good idea.
Did not go anywhere.
No, 3rd down about the same.
So flag football, you go under center, or is it always a shotgun snap?
Almost always a shotgun snap. Yeah. So
it's surprising to me in high school football. I haven't seen someone go under center in all the games that we've called.
Really?
It's almost always out of the shotgun.
Probably want the space to actually make a decision before they get tackled.
Yeah.
I think that might be what it is.
Yeah.
But you end up just further back from the line all the time. Here's the snap, and here's the boot, and that's a nice one by Berendino. It's a great punt. Going to be fielded at the 45. Number 4 on Triton is going to make that. No, he's not going to make the tackle. He's going to get away from him. There's a spin move, and he's coming down the right side. Makes a little hop step. Gets pushed out of bounds by Tamino. Tamino and Berendino keeps that from being an even worse play, but the kid went from his own 45 where he caught the ball and almost got caught by number 4 on Triton all the way down to about the 30. So Ryan Kavanaugh with a chance. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong team. Charles Takazian with a chance there. He's had a decent night, but he definitely needed that tackle right there and didn't quite get it.
Good.
So we've got word that from our medical staff, I guess we could call him tonight, that we got a shoulder injury for O'Doy. Looks like he's got the pads off. I don't think he's going to be coming back into the game. And there's a handoff up the middle for North Reading. Gains about 4 or 5 before he's finally taken down. So the crew tonight, Ben, of course, as always, working the magic, leading this crew. We have Morgan and Alexia on the cameras, and one of those cameras is doing a great job giving us a view of the, unfortunately, the cart coming out to take O'Doy off, which is not good for Triton, not in any way at all. North Reading in the shotgun snap. Running back offset left. 2 and 2 on the receiving core. He's going to hand the ball right up the middle and go absolutely nowhere. That is a phenomenal tackle by, I can't see his number, but a phenomenal tackle by a really big kid on Triton. 26 maybe? No, 30. He's 30 on Triton. Excellent.
Quentin McHale, he's my neighbor.
Well, your neighbor's making a good play out there. That was pretty solid. Is that kid tall? He looks tall from here.
Yeah,
looks pretty tall.
He's really tall.
Yeah.
He's a freshman.
He's a freshman, no less. All right, good. Yeah, again, this, the front 4 for Triton has played a really good defensive game so far. Now they need to hold him here. It's a 3rd and 7 at about the 29-yard line. It's going to be a swing pass out to the left. He's got a lot of room to run. He's going to be one missed tackle by number 11 on Triton, another missed tackle, and he's going to go into the end zone for the 4th touchdown of the night for the North Reading Hornets.
Really has been that secondary that's let Triton down. Missed tackles, missed
Selecki's pass
Missed.
to O'Leary.
missed
29-yard
coverage assignments.
Seems like they're all confused. They don't really know where they're going.
Yeah, there's been a couple of wide open, and I hate when you're watching football on TV and they say that the receiver is wide open and the guy playing defense on him is as far as I am from you. Like, he's not wide open. What we've seen tonight's been a little bit of wide open. I mean, that ball's been in the air, and, you know, so we got to see a little bit tighter coverage on the defense here, and a little bit more out of the secondary as that kick is up, and I think it's good this time.
Yep.
And we're going to be at 28-0.
Straight through the uprights.
Good.
First
29-0 with 6 minutes left
to go. First half.
in the first half.
North Reading, 29.
So tomorrow, not that I think anybody's going to, like, tune into this game tonight and make a decision this evening just based on this, but tomorrow is the Triton Education Foundation Fun Run. Are you doing that? You're looking at me like you know what I'm talking about.
My brothers are doing it. I have a soccer game.
Oh, you do? All right. Your brothers are running it.
They run the
Are they
5K.
going to win?
They run like maybe 22 5Ks.
That's pretty good. All right. No, wait, you have a younger brother who's like really young, right? What's his name? Foster. I know that kid. All right.
He's 9.
He's 9 years old?
Yeah.
When that kid was probably 5, I remember he had some kind of big, like a bear claw or something from Dunkin' Donuts. The donut was as big as his head.
He got that because his chin. He got like 18 stitches in his chin.
And so they bought him a bear claw for.
Yeah.
Was he 5? I feel like he was about 5 at the time.
Probably.
Yeah. Good kid, that kid Foster. He's all right. Is he going to go to Clemson? One of you has to, right? There's 4 of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of you kids is going to Clemson, right?
I don't really like the heat, so I don't think I'm going anywhere down there.
Yeah, you're not going to have a choice. One of you 4. You got to work it out amongst your brothers.
And to make it even worse, my mom's sister goes there and her daughter, so just more.
Your mother's sister teaches there?
No, she went there.
Oh, she went
and
there.
Then her daughter also goes too.
Yep. Good luck getting out of that one. All right, so here we go. Let's see something happen here. Triton with the ball again. Ty Schultz taking the snap. Hands it off right at the middle. Not going to get too much on that. 1 yard maybe on that play. Referee's a little bit slow to blow the whistle on that. It looked like it had stopped a bit already, but letting the clock roll down now. 6 minutes to go. 29-0. When we get some stats at halftime, one thing I'll be really interested in is how many offensive snaps has Triton actually had. It feels like they've had the ball more than, but they just haven't done anything with it when they've had the ball. It's frustrating.
It's all been runs. Not many passes.
Yeah, Triton hasn't passed the ball. Yeah,
I don't think they
I'd
passed it
actually
once.
love to see how many times Triton's passed the ball.
It hasn't been a lot. So we had that one catch by Barandino, which was fantastic for a first down.
We had that one drop pass.
The one drop by Particelli, I think, and then the one tip that almost went for an interception, but got knocked down, thankfully. Another handoff up the middle again, and Tremblay's not going to get anywhere.
Nowhere.
After a gain of 1 on first down, I think he probably lost 2, maybe 3 on second down. So we're going to be looking at 3rd and long again.
And Triton has 3 pass attempts and 2 completions.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So.
All right. So actually, I was looking at the stats today, getting ready for this game, and O'Doy, who unfortunately is out with that shoulder injury, was actually 19 for 33 coming into this game with a TD and a 57% completion rating, which actually 57% in high school is pretty high. And there's a snap off to his right, but he makes the catch. There's a throw. Not quite sure where he was going with that. I don't know that he miscommunication there with somebody. It looked like number 10 broke in when Schultz was expecting him to break out. So O'Doy now wrapped up. That arm looks isolated.
Taking him to the ambulance,
Definitely
maybe.
a shoulder injury.
Yeah, there's an ambulance over there.
I think the ambulance here. The ambulance here for the 2nd day in a row. There was an ambulance here yesterday. A Manchester Essex girls soccer player. You play soccer, so you know what this looks like. She had the ball. She was trying to stop with the ball, the ball stopped, she didn't stop, and her feet went right over the ball, and she apparently injured her knee pretty badly. So she was ambulance out of here.
Did she tear any?
I don't know that.
MCL, ACL?
But won it, something like that. There's a punt, not too great, about 15 yards and out of bounds.
Around the,
and they're going to get it
past the 50.
They're going to get no at about the 46 yard line or so. So North Reading again with some pretty good field position, as they've got about 4.5 minutes left to get them down to the halftime. The McDonald's here tonight. Their son is a freshman, but he's playing somewhere else. I don't know if you remember that kid, big kid. Not Andrew. What the heck is his name? Anyway, Triton could have used that kid out on the field tonight. He's a big fella. But Triton has some like that. What's your neighbor's name?
Quentin McHale.
Quentin McHale. All right, let's see some more out of Quentin McHale out here tonight.
Quentin and the baseball players.
Yeah.
Quentin and the baseball players. Barandino, Tamino, whoever else is on that
varsity baseball team.
That defensive line. We got to figure out who the front four are for Triton, because they are playing really well in the trenches. They're just not letting too much get to the outside and gone. So here's the snap. It's a handoff right up the middle. Right after I said that, they give up about 8 yards off tackle. Number 56 and 55 for Triton on the stop. So those are our linebackers tonight, 55 and 56. So Stephen Elliott and Jonathan Rolfe. I think Jonathan Rolfe, senior, is he one of the captains? He could be.
Maybe.
No idea.
Yeah, so our stats guy is going to go to the definitive source, the program guide here, to let us know who the heck Jonathan Rolfe is and whether or not he's a captain. I think he is. Could be. He's definitely a.
Look at this.
So here's the snap in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to his left, and there's going to be a great big gap, and it looks like North Reading's going to get another one. Tamino with a dive and almost gets him, but it's in. It's in. There's another touchdown, the 5th one of the night for North Reading. Another play that went outside and found open ground very, very quickly. So Adoy being carted off now as Triton goes down by 35. Yeah, we got a captain. It was John Rolfe. So Adoy getting carted off as Triton goes down 35 to nothing.
Before halftime.
Before halftime.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. They're going to line up for the kick again. 3rd time they've kicked tonight, so they went for it. They got two two-point conversions, missed a kick, made a kick, and this one gets blocked. You can actually run that back. Not sure he's going to get anywhere. He's not.
It's going to be a
drops the ball.
Oh no, and that's a touchdown. No, it isn't. I think it's a 2-point. I don't know what the rule is. Is it a touchdown?
I think that'd be a 2-point.
That was the stupidest play I've ever seen.
I don't know. I don't know whether they call that a touchdown or whether it's a 2-pointer. I think the refs. Oh, it's a 1-point. It's a 1-point. The refs are trying to figure it out. It's 1 point, and they kick off anyway.
Never seen that happen before.
Honestly, I have never seen that happen before either. It's a 1-point play.
Did he, what did he do? Fumble it in the end zone?
There are so few 1-point plays in football, and that's a 1-point play, but it can only come after you've scored anyway on an extra point.
Right.
There is a way to score 1 point on if you haven't scored. Like, it's not a point after. It happened in a college game a few years ago.
Recovered kick.
The odds of that.
And I don't remember. Yeah, the odds of what happened just happening. Yeah.
1 point.
It's like 1 in a million, and it happens.
So, that's tough. But you got to, at least, I think it was Tamino, I'm not sure who it was trying to run that out, but at least he tried to run it out, trying to make something, I mean.
That would have been a touchback if he just had been tackled.
Yeah.
Hadn't let the ball go.
Wouldn't have been
20
anything.
or 25.
But instead it's a 1 point, so, they got what they were going for, the kick. And Triton back now to receive. It's going to go all the way back to
24.
24 is going to make a move to his left. He's going to get a couple of blocks. And he's doing all right, but he gets dragged down finally at about the 40-yard line.
That's Seth again.
Decent little run back by Seth DeLong there. Nice. All right, here we go. I don't know which possession this is for Triton. I think it must be probably their fourth, maybe fourth or fifth. Looking at that scoreboard, 36-0 with 3 minutes left in the half. Not feeling so good.
Timeout.
Timeout
Feels a
for
little
North
bit like
Reading.
deja vu all over again.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that. But we can see, we can see something happening here. I mean, they got the backup quarterback in now. If he can get some rhythm going, and hey, they got to have, they got to build to something. So we'll see if they make some adjustments too at the halftime. I mean, I think Triton has been able to throw the ball a little bit, run the ball a little bit. They got to pick one of those two and trying to hammer it down after this.
Yeah.
See what they come out with in the second half.
Seems like they're just trying to run it more often now. Haven't seen too many throws.
Yeah. But it's tough. If you just start airing it out, then you don't take any time off the clock and you're giving it back to them with good field position. So, all right, here we go. Triton with the ball. 3:24 left before halftime. Down 36-0 with the backup quarterback in. He's going to take the snap, hand it off up the middle, and he's going to bounce it out to the right side. Get about 6-7 yards on that. Decent little run by Tremblay on that one. So that looks good, and they got to keep doing that. Although at some point you got to figure that North Reading's going to bring in their second team defense. So maybe we'll see something out of Triton here tonight.
They might start subbing soon.
Make something out of it.
Well, they switch over players over the half.
Yeah, and that could have been why they called that timeout, was to put the sort of the B team defense out there. We'll see what happens. Triton with a handoff up the middle and gets nothing. So it goes from second and short to third and kind of mid-range here.
Yeah, like you were saying, when the A team's not really doing anything, you might as well play the B team.
See what happens, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately Triton doesn't have the biggest team. No JV team, right? I don't think. Or no, wait, no, Triton does have a
they have
JV
They have
team.
freshmen and JV, I'm pretty sure.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of soccer. Soccer doesn't have a JV
No
team.
JV,
So
just varsity.
getting confused here. All right. That happens.
5.
Yeah, but both teams aren't too big either, so.
No.
Although North Reading does look like it has a slightly bigger bench.
Yeah, so we're getting a timeout here? What's going on? This seems to be there is no 2-minute warning, by the way. We learned that too when we've been doing these games. We're sitting here expecting the clock to stop, and it doesn't stop. But Triton did call a timeout with 2:05 left. And we're going to go into the halftime. My guess is we're going to go into the halftime with this score. I don't think, unless Triton can really make something happen special here. It comes out, what are they going to do in the second half? And how much is North Reading going to put out a second team rather than put out their first team?
That's true.
In the second half. So now we get a third about 5, 43-yard line. Takes a snap back, and he's got to throw it on this. He's going to roll out to his left. Decent little flip pass. It's going to be short of the first down.
I think 2 on Triton. I think Matthew.
No.
Nope, 1, 2.
Yeah, number
Tremblay.
2.
Yep.
Screen pass to Tremblay.
That
Gain
was
him
a
about 2.
decent little play, but it puts him in a fourth and a makeable 3. It's not impossible here. They just need to get that ball, and nope, they're going to punt again.
Got about a minute, 30 seconds to go.
Take their time. Here's the snap. Let's see, better than a 15-yard punt on this one. And he did.
Oh,
He
that
got
was a
a
good
lot of
one.
that one. It's all the way back. Gonna take a nice little Triton bounce and finally die just inside the 30-yard line. So here we go. Minute 14 left. North Reading's going to come out on the field. I'm guessing we're going to see 2 or 3 handoffs up the middle, and then they're going to take it to the locker room.
Probably.
Yeah.
And at halftime, we'll see the band, and then we'll see the cross-country team, and maybe get one of the cross-country kids to come up here and talk to us a little about what's going on with them. And then after the game, maybe we'll find somebody to talk to about it and see what's happening. Get an update on Adoy at least. See if there's any word on what his medical condition is going to be.
Didn't look too good when he was being
No.
carted off the field.
Did not.
I mean, the ambulance isn't gone, so he's
Yeah,
out
the
of the
ambulance.
hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, they might just be treating him inside the ambulance. They
Yeah.
have medical
Stuff in there.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that run up the middle for nothing.
Yep. Gonna run out. Probably just gonna run out the clock.
Yeah. So we're at 1:05. We're probably going to see this clock tick down. So all right. So our O-line, or our defensive front four, now that we got to look at it. We got Barandino, who's number 30 out there. No, that's your Quentin McHale.
Yep.
55. Is it 55 and 56 that are the rest of that line? Looks like it.
Yep.
And Penley had a good look. Stephen Elliott and John Rolfe. All right,
John
those
Rolfe.
four are playing
John
a decent
Rolfe is
game.
one of the team captains.
One of the captains. They're playing a decent game, those four. A little bit of a blitz. And nope, he's going to hand it up off the middle, and it's another broken play, but there's a flag this time. Solid tackle by Tamino.
Just about the 45.
Flag on the play. It's going to bring it all the way back. It was definitely a hold. Yep, holding on the offense. Bring that back. Anytime you see a flag in the backfield like that, you know it's absolutely a holding call.
Has to be.
But there's a flag.
So have you been to Patriots games? Yeah? No? Wait, have you been to a Clemson game? That's a better
I've been
question.
to a Clemson
you have.
game.
You have. Like 80,000 people in that stadium?
It's hot and there's a lot of people. It's really loud.
Yeah. How about the Patriots? Have you gentlemen been to a Patriots game?
No, I always think it's going to be way too cold. I always see everybody like with their breasts puffing out
Yeah.
during the game.
Yeah.
Like
When they show
today.
the crowd, I'm like, yeah, like today.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit for 3 hours. Even though it's the
Holding
Patriots game, I couldn't sit for
North
3
Reading.
hours, like cold.
10
Yeah.
yards from the
It's not that cold
Foul.
today, but you can see your
Yeah.
breath. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like it's rising over the players like mist or something.
And it's a long way to go, and you can't. And then we got the half. There we go. It's the half. So, gentlemen, 36-0 at the end of 2 quarters. What are we looking for in the second half?
Halftime.
Jake, what do they need to do? What's going to make the difference when they come back out?
Well, Triton really needs to just like step up their game. I think they should try putting out some new players, like the key players like Tamino and the key players like Tamino and Tremblay haven't really been playing all that well, and obviously Adoy's not.
Right, he's out.
He's out,
Yep.
and so maybe they should try to mix it up and like get some big plays, really like get some momentum going.
Give some other kids a chance, see if they can make something happen.
Right.
Yep.
Like I mean, like if North Reading can score 36 points and a half, so can Triton.
They can. That's exactly right.
Doable.
Cooper, what do we got?
They need to step up the defense. It's a little slow. They're not really doing that well in man coverage.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they need to make some stops on the defensive side of the ball. Stop those big plays from coming through. So, all right, we're going to take a break for a couple minutes. Let the band come out and do its thing, and then we'll come back when the second half starts getting. And there's our cross country. Let's listen to that announcement, and we'll come back after that's done before the half starts. All right, thanks, gentlemen.
Hey guys, got some hot chocolate and donuts down here.
On September 5th, the Triton girls cross-country team began their season by defeating Hamilton women, who are nationally ranked and had not lost since 2004.
Hey guys.
Since
do me a
kicking
favor,
off the
turn that
season
camera on
with
the
a
cross
historic
country
win,
team real quick.
the girls have not lost and are currently in first place in the Cape Ann League with a
Zoom in
record of
little.
6-0.
Zoom in a little up top.
They're also ranked 5th overall
Hold
in
there.
Massachusetts
Thank you.
for small schools by the MSTCA. Over the next 4 weeks, the girls will compete with Newburyport, Masconomet, North Reading, and Pentucket, hoping to clinch the second CAL title in girls cross country for Triton in the past 4 years. We hope to see you at our home course, Old Town Hill in Newbury, at one of our home meets in the next 3 weeks. The girls are freshman Ellie Gay Colleen, freshman Ella Visconti, sophomore Heidi Ernst, sophomore Sarah Harrington, sophomore Isabella Silver, junior captain Kylie Lorenzo, junior Carrie Power, junior Sam Protopappas, junior captain Lainey Towell, and the manager, senior Kelly Fritzson and Morgan Monroe. The Triton boys cross-country team is contending for a second straight year for a CAL and and state champion. In 2017, the boys finished 9-1 and placed 4th overall in Massachusetts. This year, the boys are now 6-0 and are looking to finish as undefeated Cal champs and are currently ranked 9th overall for small schools in Massachusetts, looking for a state title for the first time in the program's history. Please come out to Old Town Hill in Newburyport to support us as we try to finish undefeated. The team: freshman Ryan Freeman, sophomore PJ Lee, sophomore Matt Olson, sophomore Graham Steadfast, junior Mike Farrago, junior Aiden Gay Clean, junior Liam Murray, junior Keegan Ritchie, junior Tyler Strang, senior Evan Colbert, senior Eric Dupre, senior captain Anthony Farrago, and senior captain Diego Fernandez. Good luck. And now, the Triton Regional High School Marching Viking.
set. Yeah, would you mind? There's a zoom button at the very top. The very top. It slides left and right. There you go. Just tilt it down a little bit for me. Perfect, right there. Thank you. You guys ready?
All right, we're back. Halftime, still the same score, unfortunately. That's what happens when they go in the locker room, they come back out. You don't get a score. But we had a nice performance of the band. We had a great introduction of the cross-country teams, and we got both teams back out on the field now. Our stats guys given us a lot to work with in this half. None of it looks particularly good for Triton, but we'll see what happens here. We got their backup quarterback coming out. I think before the halftime, Cooper, you were saying that they just need to execute better on defense, right?
Yeah. They're a little slow. Man coverage is a little off.
Yeah.
And if they can stop the big outside runs, they can stop the big plays, they'll be in good shape. So Jake, I'll leave it up to you to tell us who the new players are out on the field, since you were advocating for getting some of the kids out there and see something big out of them. Hopefully we'll see some of that. I know North Reading will be kicking off to get this half going, so maybe Triton can come out. We're looking at the numbers from the half, and Triton actually did have an 8-play drive at one point. If you remember that, their second possession. Unfortunately, on that 8-play drive, 5 of those were Kyle O'Doy quarterback keepers. Kyle O'Doy's out of this game, so they're going to have to find something else they can do to keep a drive alive like
Maybe
this.
shoulder injury?
Shoulder injury. So
50-50.
hopefully we'll see this new quarterback do something new for us. Hopefully we'll see him air the ball out a little bit more. That's what you're looking for, right, Jake?
Yep, and Triton starting with the ball
Give you
this
5 more
to
seconds.
start the second half,
Yep.
so
So hopefully we'll see something good here.
see if they can make something happen.
50-50. The winning number.
They've had decent field position off and on. Unfortunately, they've given up too good a field position to
0.
North Reading too many times.
2.
And this is going to be
3,
crazy.
5.
Mr. Gundam, our stats guy, was looking at the
You got the
number
winning
of plays.
ticket.
You want to take a guess which team has
Come
ran
up to the
more
press
offensive
box.
plays so far? Who ran more offensive
Top
plays?
row of the
I
stand.
really want to say,
Next to the camera.
You want to say Triton, but it's
Yeah, you wanna
probably
say-
North Reading.
No,
yeah,
it's-
just because
it's
they've had the
30
ball much more.
No, it's 36-0, and
Meanwhile, on the
Triton's
field,
actually had
North Reading
26 offensive
set to
snaps
kick off.
to North Reading's 18 offensive snaps.
That just shows
Wow.
you how big their plays are compared to ours.
There's the kickoff. Picking it up right about the 30-yard line.
Seth.
Seth DeLong makes a couple of good plays, and he's going to be, a couple of good moves, going to be out just shy of the 40. So here we go. Triton with the ball now. Second half starting. Down 36-0. Brand new ball game.
Set the long on the
Let's make
return.
something happen here, right?
Yep.
Out to the Triton 37. 1st and 10. That winning number
So-
again.
Triton with the ball in the first
2-2-0.
half. They had 2 first downs.
3.
Unfortunately, they
5.
turned the ball over 5 times, 4 of them on punts, and 1 of them on a,
You have that ticket.
one of them on a
Interception.
4th down. Yep.
Come up to the press.
Well,
Interception
that
in the
doesn't
end
quite count
zone.
as a turnover. It was on the North Reading point
Last
after.
row of the stand.
So Ty Schultz in the
Next to the
backfield.
camera.
Looks like he's going to have 2 running backs back there with him. That's a different set for Triton. I haven't seen that yet this year. He's got 2 back there with him. He's going to use the fullback run behind him, and that's DeLong with a great play. Burst it up, and he easily gains 12 yards on that.
For the first down.
Now we're seeing
That's
something
Tremblay.
different.
Tremblay for 13.
Some plays going right
First
now.
down, Vikings.
So the Vikings bring in a fullback, and Tremblay runs behind him and gets 12 yards on the first play from scrimmage to start off the second half.
Make it 12.
Excellent little run. Number 25 is our
Still a
fullback
first
tonight,
down.
Good play calling.
and that's Josiah Campa,
Campa.
Plant-
a
yeah.
sophomore. And he's in the backfield again. They're again in that sort of offset eye. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it to Tremblay again up the middle. This time he's going to get tackled a little bit quicker. About a 3-4 yard game. Okay, Jake, you like
Ethan
this?
Tremblay again on the
Yeah.
Hits him about 3.
We got a new player out there. I don't think we saw a fullback
Second
before,
and 7.
so I didn't think we were looking for a fullback to come in as the sort of new offensive star. But so far he's made some
Ball
holes.
in the
Been
North
doing
Reading.
it, yeah.
North
Found a hole in
Reading,
the North Reading defense.
48.
And here we go again in the shotgun set. Again the offset eye. And we got Tamino closest to us on the far left. Second and long with about 9:30 left, and he's going to hand it off again. This time to the fullback, who's going to break a huge hole.
Fourth for 6.
Fantastic
blocking.
play. Great blocking, great run, and Josiah Campbell with a big 12, 13-yard gain on that one.
Yeah. It's like I was saying, the new guys. Gotta bring out the B
You
team.
guys.
12-yard pickup.
All right, but you got to be honest, Jake. You were thinking like throw the ball to some new receivers.
Yeah,
you
I know.
weren't thinking
I
run the
was.
ball
First
up the
and
gut
10
3 straight
on the
times in a
36.
row, right, Mr. Gundram? I think that's three straight plays right up the gut. It sure is. You would think I'd be able to remember 3 plays since the calf just started. Here we go. Offset eye again. This time he's going to hand it off to DeLong. Going to break it out off tackle left and get nowhere. Well, that's not DeLong. Who's that, number 2?
Tremblay.
Tremblay.
Ethan Tremblay.
So 2nd and 9 now. Call it 2nd and 10. It's a long 9.
Pickup of
Plays
about
coming in. Tremblay in the
1.
backfield. Again, he's got his fullback
Second
with
and
him, number
9.
25.
On the North Reading 36.
And we got Tamino closest to us. On the left side again. They haven't thrown the ball yet in 4 snaps coming into this half. Setting the offset eye. Tamino in motion now, coming across. Comes across before it, takes it, and there's running to his right. Gets a nice block by Tremblay. He's going to gain probably 4, maybe 5 on that play.
That's number 12.
Tremblay with a
Jack
decent
Tamino.
block.
That was a good block by the
Pickup of
running
about
back.
3.
So fullback's off, 3rd and long now. Third and they're calling it probably about 7 or 8 yards. It was a long 9 to start with. He only got 3. So now we're back into the sort of traditional Triton offense here.
3rd and 7.
He's got Tremblay to his right. He's got 2 receivers left, including Tamino on the far side. You think he's going to drop back and throw here, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
And it looked
Yep.
like there might have been a little bit of motion early, but no, ball's up, goes right through number 10's hand.
Just over his head.
A little bit of jawing back and forth there. And unfortunately, we're not going to see a 3rd down conversion this time.
Pass intended. Number 10.
Hate to tell you this,
Gilroy.
North Reading. Well, I'll talk about North
Incomplete.
Reading's offense when North Reading's on the field again. But it wasn't good
Fourth
for
down.
Triton to see the numbers that came out of that first half.
No.
Not just the 36-0, but some of the other numbers. So, all right, here we go. 4th down.
They going for it? No.
They got to go for it. They're down 36-0. Actually, this isn't bad field position too either. It's not like if you punt it, you're really going to get much out of it. Actually, there's a danger of just going to the back of the end zone. So here we go. They're back into the traditional set. Tamino coming across before the snap. It's a handoff to the right, and he's going to toss it, and he's going to throw it a little bit short. It's going to be picked off.
No
Picked off at
one.
about the 10.
Dumped it right into the hands.
Tamino didn't quite have the arm under that. But you
Trying
know,
to
hey,
trying to get the off balance
It's kind of
across
like
the
a
body
rainbow.
throw.
It didn't really go
work.
anywhere.
it was also 4th down. If they had punted it, the best you could hope for is you probably down them at about the 10.
Yeah.
You know, it's better than getting stuffed up the middle and giving them the ball at the 35-yard line. So, you know what? There's nothing like a good interception, but that's not a bad interception.
Pass
Right.
intercepted.
But it's still an interception.
It's
Number
still an
5.
interception. Yeah,
Alex
that's unfortunate.
D'Ambrosio makes it 1st down. North Reading.
So North Reading with the ball now. 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And they're at about the, it's hard to tell, I'm going to say they're at about the 10-yard line. Maybe a little past that, maybe at about the 12. Set up, they're all looking at their watches again, talking to each other. He's got 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, 1 in the backfield, moves off to his left. I think it's a different running back, 33. I don't think it's a kid that's been in there most of this game. Triton defense looking to do something. Here's a snap, and it looks like they're right on top of him. They are in the backfield, but 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, and they're going to wrap him up this time, but he's going to gain almost 10 on that play. That was a solid run off tackle by the quarterback. It looked like he was going to get sacked right in the backfield when that happened. And the 2nd down has been the most dangerous down
Pickup of
for
about
North Reading tonight,
6.
for Triton at least. When
7.
North Reading has the ball, it's
Second
on
and
2nd
3.
down. They scored 4 out of their 5 touchdowns on 2nd down, which is painful to see. They actually only had to have 3 3rd down conversions the entire night, and all 3 were pretty short, 3rd and 15. Excellent. And so we're going to have a little bit of fun here with some of the volleyball team coming in to talk to us about how their season is going. And there's a run right up the middle. It's going to get nothing. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 5 on this play. Again, only the 4th time tonight that we've seen North Reading have to go to a 3rd down. So welcome, ladies.
Hi.
Excellent.
Hi.
Very happy to see you. You're both on the volleyball team, right?
Yes.
All right, why don't you introduce yourselves? Tell us who you are.
I'm Evelyn Pearson. I'm on varsity volleyball for Triton.
And I'm Nicole Trotta, and I'm also on varsity volleyball.
Excellent. Are you guys seniors, juniors, sophomores?
We're sophomores.
Both sophomores, okay. And how's the team doing this year?
We're a lot better than last season.
we're doing a lot better than last year, but we still need improvement.
Our record may not show that, but
we're still doing better.
That's and how many years has Triton had a girls volleyball program?
I think
5 years.
5 years.
5 years now. Okay, so you all played last year as well.
yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you feeling better for how things are going this year?
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's the next game?
Monday,
Newburyport
5:30
home.
at Triton.
At home. Okay. Excellent. And you guys have a chance of beating Newburyport? That's got to be the big
We
rivalry.
did
yeah.
last year. We won one last year and lost one last year against them. So.
All right. Well, we're going to watch football for just a second here.
Sounds good.
North Reading with the ball again. Looks like they're at a 4th and 6. They're going to have to punt for the first time tonight. It's a decent punt all the way back to Tamino, but he doesn't run under it, and he touched it right there. It's going to be down. It's going to be Triton's ball. Yeah, the kid touched it at the 45. I don't know why they took so long to blow that whistle, but he's actually going to place it where the kid touched it. Still not sure why they didn't blow the whistle quicker. So you two are the captains?
No.
Oh.
Katie Rooney and Colleen
Colleen
McCarthy.
Oh, okay. Are they seniors or are they?
Yeah, they're both
are.
seniors.
Okay. Now I did see in the paper they were talking about Mia Barandino. She's
Oh,
a special
yeah.
player.
She's a
Yeah.
freshman.
She
She's
is
doing really good.
Usually starting middle now, most
Okay.
of the time. And she usually has the best hitting average on our team.
Wow, no kidding. Okay. So do you have to rotate who serves every single serve?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
every serve, yep.
Everybody has to serve?
Yep.
Okay. Is that the most stressful part of the game for you?
If it's game-winning point, yes.
It,
Yeah.
Depends on the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So Triton with the ball again, and they're back to the set with the fullback, and they're going to hand it off to Tremblay up the middle, and again it's a big hole set up by the fullback. He's going to gain almost 10 yards on that play. Excellent little run.
Tremblay for 9.
The managers for the football team?
Yeah, we
Let's
help
talk about
out
them.
when we can.
Oh, you help out on this football team too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right. I didn't know that. So your schedule for volleyball allows you to do both?
So
For the most part.
I did this last year too. So I'd come from my volleyball games or practices, and then onto the sidelines for the football games to help the guys out.
That's fantastic. They need a lot of help this year. Here's the snap to Schultz. He's going to hand it off up the middle again. It's, again, a setup by the fullback. It's going to get us another 8 yards on that play or so. And we got a second first down. Actually, probably the third first down of this half. Yeah, coming out of the halftime, they've looked a lot better. So do you all travel with the team too, when the football team?
If
Again for
we
first down.
can, depending on our
you can.
schedule.
Okay. Okay. So what do you do? What's the winter sport for you?
Right now, it's a little either basketball or winter track.
It
or
was
club
basketball
volleyball.
for me, but not sure this year.
Not sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that Mia Barandino kid, she plays basketball too. You know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
She's
She's good.
really good at basketball.
Another handoff up in the middle. Another good gain for Triton. Going to get about 6 yards on that play, and I think it's Tremblay again. Nope,
It's
this
number
time 24, Seth
Seth
DeLong.
DeLong.
Excellent play by DeLong, and excellent play all the way around on this drive so far for Triton. This has been really cool. Thank you two for coming by. Good. So wait a minute, tell me again. Newburyport, 5:30 Monday.
Yep.
Home. Yep.
At
At
Triton.
home. Now, do you get a big crowd?
Not
enough.
usually. No.
For Newburyport, it depends
Yeah,
on the
for
schedule
Newburyport,
for
or for senior
every
night.
games.
All right. Well, I hope you get a good crowd out there, and you
Thank
got to beat
you.
Newburyport, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good news. All right, we'll be cheering for you. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much
Thank
for
you.
coming by. It's really cool. Triton with the ball up the middle. Looks like it's going to be Tremblay or DeLong. I'm not sure who's had that. It looks like, no, they gave it to the fullback again, Josiah Kamba. So they're running the ball. They're giving a lot of different players a lot of different touches here, and they're doing pretty well. Gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you saw what I saw out there from this football team. They're moving the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First down, Triton.
This is a
on the
different
North
team in
Reading
the second
19.
half. They've come out, they've moved the ball. This is the fourth first down that they've gotten in this half already. And again with the offset eye, again he's going to hand it off to DeLong. DeLong's going to get a few yards on that, probably 5 or 6 maybe. And he's coming off. No, he's not coming off. I
Number
like the coach.
24, Seth DeLong.
So the coach is
7.
taking, McCarthy's taking 3 guys, the quarterback,
Second
the
and
2
3.
running backs aside on each one of these plays. It's like a huddle for only 3 guys. Sending them out there again. And I like this offset eye. I like the way they're running the ball here. This has been good stuff.
North Reading 13.
Nowhere.
Huge tackle by number 77 on North Reading. That kid was a beast. He absolutely just wrapped up DeLong the second he touched him, spun him around and took him down.
Josiah Champa.
Zachary Sampson from North Reading.
So we were talking to the girls from the girls volleyball team. They're also managers for football. They have a big game against Newburyport, 5:30 on Monday. So you two better be there, cheer them on, right?
AM or PM?
5:30 p.m. I don't think they play 5:30 a.m.
No one would be awake.
Swim meets maybe at 5:30 a.m., but not volleyball. So timeout here for Triton. They got a ball, the 3rd and 1 on about the 11-yard line. This is when they need to punch it in, really give something to take into the end of this quarter, which is 1 minute and 31 before we end. So Jake, this is what you wanted, right?
Yeah. Come back. Maybe.
A comeback, maybe.
Little bit of ball movement at least.
It's good football so far. They played really well, and they stopped them and forced a punt out of North Reading. Now again,
at least nobody scored. It's been like a new game since the start of the second quarter.
it really has been, and we don't have the advantage of looking at the names and numbers to know if we've got the second defensive team and second offensive team out there. But it doesn't matter. Triton's actually executing on the ball. They run the ball 5 times inside, 1 time outside. And they've had 4 first downs already, and it looks like he's going to convert this one. Solid run up the middle. I think he's got it. Yeah, they got another first down.
By DeLong.
It's our 5th first down
Seth DeLong.
just in
Powers
this
for
quarter.
first down.
And the clock's running with
First and
1:16
goal.
left, and
Triton
they are
on the
knocking on the
5.
door. 1st and goal. It's probably I don't know how many 1st and goals they've had this year, but there haven't been too many because they've only got 1 touchdown. And here we go. He's going to run it, and he's in, and he's in, and he's in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Seth DeLong, your Triton Vikings.
There we go.
Fantastic. And what
There
did he
we
do?
go.
Ran the ball straight up the middle. Good stuff. Really good stuff.
We're getting it
Now
started.
Just need like 5 more touchdowns.
Yeah, just 5 more. But hey, being on the board is good. I like it. I like it. Here we go. I don't know if they're going to set up for the 2, for the 1. Not sure what they do here on this. They're taking a while to get set up.
There were kickers, Joe,
That was,
DeMarco, something
that
like
was
that.
solid. They just drove the ball down. They forced the punt, and then they drove the ball down really solidly.
true.
Really excellent work by them.
Almost all run. That whole drive was almost all runs, wasn't
I
it?
don't think they threw the ball, sack guy. No, they did not throw the ball. No. Here we go. Now we're going to see him go up the middle. DeLong again, and he's in for the 2-point. He's in. He's in for 2 points. We got 8 on the board, gentlemen. We got 8 points on the board.
DeLong
Good
in
stuff.
again For 2.
Good stuff. Excellent. Excellent.
Most points Triton scored in a game all year.
Yeah. I don't. So we're looking at the end of the 3rd quarter in just about a minute. Triton kicking the ball off. Only the 2nd time tonight, I believe, Triton's kicking the ball off. They kicked it off to begin the game.
That was a squib kick.
And now, right, they did that little attempt at an onside. But one of the things I was talking about, gentlemen, when you stepped away was that North Reading, when they've had the ball, they scored 4 out of their 5 touchdowns on 2nd down, which is pretty painful. I mean, when you got a team and you're letting them have big plays, that's I guess where it's going to come in. The other thing is they again they only punted once so far, I think, this entire game.
Yeah.
So if your defense can't force them, and if your defense is giving up big plays, we're in trouble. But forget all that. We just scored, right?
Yeah. Nothing else matters.
That's right. Nothing else matters. Let's go.
They're
You
going
got some
for the
momentum.
onside kicks, it looks
You think
like
they
again.
are?
Yeah.
No, regular kick.
I don't know. I think they're going to kick it away. I mean,
Well,
Don't
North
give
Reading
me-
is ready for it anyways, so.
I think it's
Yeah,
Tamino.
Northridge ready for anything.
Looks like it's Tamino with the kick. Is that right? And
No.
It's a squib kick, and it's touched by North Reading, but they managed to scoop it up. Gets away from one tackle, gets away from another tackle, gets all the way out to the sideline, and finally number 12 run out of bounds. Tried to make something happen. He's upset about something. I have no idea what. A kid tried to tackle him. That's all it comes down to. All right, so North Reading back on the field.
Michael McCullough on the return.
And I think, if I see right, what was
Takes it
our...
out to the North Reading.
This is my best friend over there on, number 16.
North Reading.
Number 16, Brian Heffernan, is in the game, and I think the kid might actually even be the quarterback. So how about them apples? That's pretty exciting. Not that we're related, but you never know. I don't think I know anyone in North Reading, to be totally honest. Certainly not family.
Where is North Reading? North of here?
No, North Reading is down by Linfield. And, yeah. No, down by Reading, not surprisingly.
Yeah.
The North tricks you. It's like, is it North or?
So quarterback Brian Heffernan in the shotgun for North Reading. Definitely the backup quarterback. Hands it off to 33. Goes nowhere.
Lost.
Barandino. And who else was on
DeLong.
that tackle? DeLong.
Baradino and DeLong.
That was absolutely fantastic. And Charles Takazian back there as well. Good stuff. That's what we've seen a little bit of. We need to see a lot more of it. And I recognize that we're probably going up against the second offensive line here of North Reading. But you know what? Next week, so Triton has Newburyport next week at Newburyport.
Rivalries.
Newburyport is only 1-2 going into tonight's game, and they're playing Bedford, a team that beat North Reading. Lost to North Reading, but played them pretty close. And there's a nice swing pass out to the left. This breaks one tackle. Doesn't break the second tackle, but still, that's a big gain. Gets back everything they lost and then some, so it's going to be third and about 4, maybe third and 3 before they can get another first down. So again, on second down, North Reading makes a big play. But yeah, watching this Triton team, they have a chance of playing pretty well against Newburyport. Why not?
Yeah.
I believe Newburyport lost to Ipswich. They're 1-2. I don't know who they beat. But if Triton can come out of here and have a little bit of momentum going into that game, they'll probably be in pretty good shape.
Good to go for Newburyport.
Yeah. So we get a timeout here on the field again. Looks like third and not. Nope. Oh, we had the end of the quarter. See, this is the tricky thing. That's the tricky thing about watching this game and trying to pay attention to everything at once. You miss simple things like the end of the third quarter, which is always a tough part. So we got the start of the fourth quarter now, and we're looking at a 36-8 score here for these Triton Vikings. And I've got some guests here with me now who I hope are patient with me as we try and call this game, and they realize it's trickier than it looks when you're not sitting up there at the top. So you're the parents of one of the seniors on this team, right?
Yes.
Yes. What's his name? Evan?
Adam Ruppberg.
Adam Ruppberg. Excellent.
Number 74.
Number 74. That's why you got the jersey on. I like it. Now, is he playing offense or defense or both?
He plays offensive tackle, and he also does defensive tackle as well.
Defensive tackle. So we've been talking all night about the defensive line playing really well. There's been a couple of big plays for North Reading, but for the most part, they've held him trying to come up the middle, and they've really stopped him. So he's out there having a good game, I guess.
Yeah, what they did is I think they're trying something new. They're utilizing some of the faster kids up front on the line just to see what it does, and it seems to be working.
Yeah. Well, it's working at least in that part of the game. They're struggling in the secondary. So it's going to be the second punt of the second half for North Reading, sending it deep. Tamina's back there. I think he's going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Triton bounce, then a North Reading bounce. It's probably going to be down at about the 10-yard line. So Triton's going to start with some really bad field position, but they've been driving the ball extremely well in this half, playing a completely different game, it feels like. So has your son been playing all 4 years here at Triton?
Yes.
And how long has he been a starter on the varsity? Has it been just the last couple of years? Or?
No, he's been freshman. They used him a couple of times, but from the 10th grade on, he's been a starter. He's been on varsity.
Excellent. Good for him.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Really proud of him.
So did he play Pop Warner? Or did he play?
No.
Nope.
So he just came as a freshman and then a sophomore. That's fantastic.
Yep. He came. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know the Pop Warner program has died off a bit, so it's been tough for Triton to get the talent that they've had in the past.
Yes. But he really enjoys it, so.
And he's got a handful of games left, really, and then that's the end of football, right?
Well, he's looking at playing for college.
No kidding. And there's a fumble, unfortunately, by DeLong, it looked like, and then maybe Schultz picked the ball back up. And we got a little bit of jawing back and forth going on out there. with some of the Triton players. Number 25, it looks like, for Triton, getting a little fired up. DeLong dropped the ball, but lost it 2 only because Schultz picked it up. So he's where's he looking to go to school?
He really is interested in University of New England.
Oh yeah, nice.
So.
And he'll be able to play ball there?
He's open to.
And he's also attended during the off season. He would attend a lot of the summer camps for football, and he's gotten to meet a lot of the coaches. Merrimack College. What's the one up in Maine, Amy?
There was UNE.
UNE, and there was another one. To UNH he's gone to.
Yeah.
But he's met a lot of the coaches, and they want linemen.
Right.
And he's a big boy.
Right. And that's, I mean, at that level too, you got to have kids at least at a minimum on the practice squad. You got to have kids that'll come out and play.
Right.
So if he can show that and he's local, that makes it all the better.
Yes.
So
Yes.
good for him. So we got a 3rd and about 5 for Triton now. Again with that backfield with the fullback, but he's not going to get a whole lot of push off the line. It's going to get stopped probably about a 2, maybe 3 yard gain. We look at a 4th down again. They moved the ball a little bit, but not nearly as much as they had the first couple of possessions in this half. So last year, 2 years ago, when he was on the team as a sophomore, they went deep in the playoffs.
Yes, that was fun.
Enormous fun
That was
for him,
a
right?
lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. We traveled to all the away games.
Yeah.
We went to everything. It was a lot of fun. That was a really good year. It was exciting to be a part of that.
You must have enjoyed blocking for Liam Spillane. I mean, you got that kid coming behind you.
That kid is like a train. Unbelievable.
Oh, he's incredible.
But I imagine if you don't block, then he's going to run you over too.
Yes.
So, all right. The punt takes a Triton bounce. It's going to be at about the 40-yard line. Great field position for North Reading, unfortunately, with 8 minutes and 36 left in this game, a 36-8 score. North Reading hasn't done anything with the ball in this half at all, but I think we're probably looking at the second team on offense. So thanks so much for coming.
Thank
this
you
is
so
fun.
much.
No problem.
This is great, enormously fun for me, and I love talking to the parents, especially to know the kid is so fired up about football he's going to try and play in college. That to me is really
Well, it's
exciting.
been fun for us. We go to all his games, and we ever since he started playing, so we really enjoy it as well as he does. We like watching it. So.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
All right, so North Reading with the ball now. And we got our friend Brian Heffernan there in the backfield. And there's a timeout on the field for Triton this time. Defense calling a timeout. Not sure what happened. I think we didn't quite have the right number of players on the field. That would be my guess. It looked like they had maybe only 10, maybe even only 9 out there. So they called the timeout, give them a chance to get back in. So during the break, did you see anything different?
Not really. Like, Triton obviously had to have that punt, but
Yeah, that punt wasn't too good.
no, that wasn't, like he said, it wasn't a very impressive punt.
No, it wasn't a good drive either.
No.
It wasn't really a drive. I think they went 3 and out, which,
Yeah.
coming off that touchdown, they needed to do a little bit more. So,
Especially with only like 8 minutes to go almost.
right, 8.5 now. North Reading with the ball. Here's a snap. Brian Heffernan drops back, swings it out to his right, and he's got a lot of room to run. Going to get past 2 tacklers, going to break another one, and he's going to get all the way down the sideline right to the 20-yard marker. Gentlemen, what's going on?
We're losing it. We had that one drive, and now it's gone.
I mean, the defense still hasn't let up a single score since the
beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
Looks like we have another player down. Looks like it might be another Triton player. It's a little bit hard to see from this side of the field. I can't quite tell, but it does look like it's a Triton player.
Especially with the camera angle not where it's supposed to be.
Well,
Or the
so
players.
we don't have a drone yet. I'm sure we're going to get that eventually.
There's one in the video production
Yeah, there's one in
room.
the video production room.
Trying to set that up still.
And actually, the reason I think you can't, I don't think in Massachusetts you can use a drone during the game. Because then who gets
I
the
don't
footage?
think you can be
Good
above,
point.
and you also need like a ton license and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So another player down, and down for a bit here. So it was nice. I spoke with the parents of one of the seniors, Adam. His last name I got to look up because I'm going to butcher it if I don't say it right.
Huh?
Adam Rothberg.
Adam Rothberg.
Yeah. Really great talking to them. The kid's going to try and play in college, which is neat. So is that Barandino coming off?
Yep,
34?
Jared
Jared
Bernardino.
little shook up on the play.
Walking off by himself is good.
Limping a little bit.
Doesn't seem to be injured too much. Probably
Yeah.
gonna come back on eventually.
He's a tough kid. I would suspect he will. So, yeah, he's going to come out probably for a play or two, make sure there's no concussion issues. Hopefully we'll see him back out there.
Battery's dead.
So a big play by North Reading on that. And now they got the ball with another first down at the 20-yard line. They could easily score here, I'm afraid, before this game ends with 8 minutes left. There's a snap.
Ball on the 39 for them.
Heffernan going to keep it and run
gonna
left.
go.
Heffernan's going to get into that end zone unless he gets tackled. Great tackle. Nice work by, looks like 13 wrapping him up, whoever 13 is.
Joe DeMonaco.
Joe DeMonaco wrapping him up.
He's also the kicker.
Also
Brian
kicker.
Heffernan.
Keeps,
You don't see the kicker making too many tackles usually.
well, you know, in high school, everybody has to
Yeah.
play every position. So there's
Well, you
not
also
a,
had Tommy Lapham doing
North
like
Reading.
everything
Right.
last
About the
year.
6.
That's true. Tommy Lapham was right. He was the safety. He was the quarterback. He was the kicker. No, I don't think he ever did the snaps. That was Travis Madden's job. He didn't snap the ball, but he did everything else in the field. So all right, here we go. Heffernan gives it off right up the middle. Again, not going anywhere. Good stop that time by the defensive line. And is Barandino back on the field? Or no, he's still getting looked at. Oh,
Jack
he's getting his
Donahue.
leg
For no gain.
Probably pulled.
Stretched.
getting stretched. Yep. That'll hurt for a little while. You know he wants to get back out there because he didn't want to see them score while he's here on the sideline.
Never want to see that.
6:40 left in the game. North Reading with the ball. Second and really goal to goal here at this point at about the 5-yard line. Heffernan in the
Batteries were dead.
Heffernan in the shotgun's going to take it up the middle, and I think he might get himself in. It's really hard to tell from here. He's awfully close. Nope, he's awfully close, but
Nope.
he's not in.
Third down. Yep, third down.
Heffernan drags 2.
Third
to
down.
about the 1.
All the way down to the 1-yard line.
3rd and goal.
If they can, if they can stop him, I'm not sure I want to see. I'm not sure I want to see them taking shotgun snaps in the back in the end zone.
I think North Reading's
But you know what? A
probably just gonna run it.
99-yard drive down the other end for a
That'd be
touchdown.
nice.
That would be the way to end this game.
Beautiful.
That would be some really good stuff. But they need to get a stop here and not give up.
Just like the turnover in the end zone, it's probably 1 in a million.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? So in the shotgun again. He's got trips left. It looks like one running back in the back with him. He's going to look. No, he's going to keep it himself. He's going to keep it himself and dive in, and he's over the line. So I said I was going to cheer for the kid. I didn't really mean it when I said
Brian
it.
Heffernan.
Now the
On the
kid goes in
touchdown.
for a touchdown.
7th touchdown, I think, for North Reading.
7th touchdown, I believe. 6 or 7. Yeah, it's hard to keep track.
Especially
So-
when you're
Up by that
I
much.
think it's
For
only
Triton.
6 actually, because I think they had 5 touchdowns. The
Yeah,
last
6 and 7.
it's a
4
6.
to 2.
Yeah, they
Oh,
had
yeah, that makes sense.
they scored 4 of their 5 touchdowns on 2nd down, which was kind of painful in the first half. This time it was on 3rd down, but honestly it was a 3rd and 1 on the 1, 3rd and goal on the 1 up and looked no good. Yeah, a little bit off to the right.
And you can see Jared seems to be
The
going
try
in
is no
any minute
good.
now.
Barandino back up and ready to go. I don't know if he's on the kickoff team or not. All right, so that did not work out well. A 3 and out that leads to a kind of not a great punt that leads to really good field position for North Reading, and they march down and score. And remember, it was that one busted play where that kid just ran it out to the right side.
They
and
just
made
pushed
everything
him out of
happen.
bounds.
Yep. So we got to see something here. At least get the ball. You get 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That's enough time for a nice long drive. Put it together and score a touchdown. Get back on the board again. And this is the 4th straight game now that Triton's given up over 40 points. So another thing, as much as I like this defensive front 4, the rest of that defense has got to start finding themselves out there on the field. Really starting with the secondary, right? So here we go. North Reading set to kick.
The safeties in the secondary out there just aren't doing their
They're
job.
struggling. They are struggling. And this is a good North Reading team, and that's a really
That's
strange kick. But it's going to be caught, and it's going to be Triton's ball at their own 44-yard line with 5 minutes and 30 to play in this game. So I don't know that we're going to see another. No, we got a flag on the play this time. I don't know that it went 10 yards. Actually, if he caught it where he caught it, maybe not. I think they march off another.
By number 30.
I think they march off another 10 because of that. So, yep. The ball didn't make it 10 yards, so Triton gets 5. I'm not sure how the math works on that, but we'll take it.
In the referee's minds, it works.
40, yeah.
Somewhere in the rule book.
It's somewhere in the rule book. So you know what I saw yesterday in the girls' soccer game? I'll tell you after this, because this is one of those things you see in soccer, but I'm not sure it's legal. And so I'll ask you, Cooper, since you're a soccer player and you know the rules, right? And we got a timeout Triton. Timeout Triton, not sure what's going on. Well, among other things, quarterback wasn't on the field. So quarterback's out there now.
That sort of needs to happen.
Yeah.
Can't really do anything with the quarterback.
All right. Schultz is out there with his team, offset eye. Got his fullback to his right. He's got 2 receivers right. He's going to hand it off DeLong up the middle behind his fullback. He's going to get about 4 or 5. So it was a throw-in near the goal, the other team, Manchester Essex. And the girl, I'm looking over there because that's where it was. The girl ran up and put the ball on the ground and did a flip and then came out of that and threw it.
That is
and it
legal.
went right towards the center of the goal, and somebody either headed it or
I've seen that.
kicked it
I've seen that in like
It's
videos.
legal if when you throw the ball, if your feet are on the ground and behind the line.
Right.
But if like you're still in air or you're over the line, then it's
Snap to Schultz, hands it off to his fullback this time, who's going to get almost all the way up for a first down, a solid 4 yards on that play. The thing is it legal in high school football or high school soccer?
It's legal, just you have to be behind the line. So, and you can't be in air. I've seen like one person do it, and it's incredible.
It was amazing. It immediately led to a question, can we see the rule book and see where, that's really allowed? But
that's where you need like a drone for like replay or something.
Yeah. All right, so Triton with the 3rd and short. This is a highly makeable 3rd and short here if they keep running this ball the way they have been. And it's going to be DeLong. He's going to get stuffed up, and he's going to make a second effort, bounces outside to his right, breaks a tackle. He's heading down. He's got to make another couple moves.
There he goes!
And he's going to be in. That's fantastic.
That's a nice run.
Seth DeLong.
43-yard touchdown run.
He was stuffed. He was not going to get the first down.
He looked stopped and then just came up from behind and no one noticed.
Bounces outside, and that was absolutely beautiful. Great play, too, by Cameron Gilroy for sort of being there and causing trouble and not making a block in the back, not making a mistake at the end of that run. Really well done by DeLong. That was fantastic. And we got the second touchdown. Jake, this is your comeback. Here it is now.
Yeah, I know.
4 minutes to go. We got something happening.
If they convert this, it'll only be whatever 42 minus 16 is.
And here's the snap, and it's going to be to DeLong again. Not going to get anywhere this time. So they'll end up with just 14 on the board, but this looks good right now.
38 points to go.
Good math skills.
Jake.
Probably 28, but that's all right.
Yep, you're right.
The seeing him get stuffed and then bounce outside like that, we haven't seen a lot of that kind of running from Triton this year, and that's just great creative heads-up football.
That'll definitely get Seth more playtime.
And he had probably 4 guys that were about to tackle him as he was saying down, and that cutback was just beautiful. So, all right, let's see something happen now here. Why not?
It looks like North Reading stopped them, but bounced up from behind.
Yeah, 28 points is unlikely unless you're the Patriots in the Super Bowl, but right?
And that
Mr.
was only
Gundrum?
20, and that was 25 in like a full quarter.
That's true. Full quarter in a few minutes, so yeah, it's a little bit different, but that's all right. But they look good. That's what matters. I mean, they're playing smart. They're looking good. The defense needs to have a little bit more speed, particularly on the outside. But they can put together another good. If they can put together a stop, get the ball one more time, why not? I don't think they're going to win, but at least they're going to show that they
can score.
Playing a little more solid.
They're definitely going to be looking good against Newburyport next week.
Hopefully.
They keep playing like this at least.
They probably have Kyle O'Doy back.
Oh, no. He was wrapped up in that splint like he's probably not coming back for next week.
Probably pulled something, so.
Squib kick.
bounces right over.
He's back. North Reading's going to field it after all. Missed tackle right there. Can't quite wrap him up. Good little move, and he's all the way to the outside. Yep. Finally gets pushed out of bounds by, look like could be Tamino or 13, whoever 13 is. Joe Delmonico. Is that the kicker?
Yep, that's the kicker. He was a soccer player.
Oh, he was a soccer
yes.
player? What year is that kid?
Junior, I think.
He is a junior, so I must have seen him play. I don't remember.
He used to play, I think he might have played like
played JV and yeah.
one JV
okay.
game or so.
So North Reading with the ball. I think this is a different quarterback again.
Switching
Could be.
out
Look like it's number 1, right?
offense.
No,
Yeah.
number 4, I think.
It's number
Oh.
Yeah, the
Wrong
quarterback
side.
from North Reading, number 1
Yeah.
now.
Sean Brown.
And gets nowhere. So they're on their 3rd string quarterback. I guess if you're the 2nd string quarterback and you score a touchdown, you're out. You got to put the 3rd string in. So.
Okay. Second down.
So we got about 3 minutes and 30 left in this game, 14-42. So if they can at least hold them and not let them score again, that'd be better than being down, giving up 49 points. Definitely don't want to see him give up another 8 here in top 50.
And Triton could come back to 22 points and that would only be a 20-point deficit.
And there's the flag, and that's got to be motion on the offense. If the defense has stepped off sides, it would let the play run out. Triton forces them to make an illegal motion, and so it's going to back it up 5 yards. We're going to run second down again, so it'll be second and about 15 now for North Reading. Staying in the same offensive set, same play.
5-yard penalty.
He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 running back in the backfield with him. Triton's defensive line shaking things up. They're going to hand it up off the middle, get nowhere. Get absolutely stuffed. Great play by Triton again.
That D-line.
That defensive line is looking good.
Looking real solid.
They only had a few bad plays.
That was mostly the secondary.
Yeah, no, defense all the way around. I mean, if the other team scores 4 out of its 5 touchdowns on second down, then you're really, it's definitely the secondary and the linebackers. But that defensive line has played well. Here we go. Number 1 takes a snap a little bit low, looking out to his left, and a quick slant. And it's going to be almost good for the first down.
But
that was fast.
Not enough.
Going to be close. No, they're calling it no, they can't. Why are they moving the chain so fast? There's no way that was a first down. No, it's a 3rd.
Pass complete to Scribner, number 20.
Did you see what I saw?
That was not a first down.
That did not look like a
No
first
way
down.
that was a first down.
It seemed like 3 yards behind.
Yeah.
There's
Back it up.
no
there we
way.
go. Back it up, gentlemen. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is this is not the professional chain gang that's out there tonight. Although I have to say, so one of the games last year, I actually did the guy standing there with the number 4.
Yeah.
That's the best view of the game that you can possibly get, because you're standing right over the ball all the time. It's phenomenal.
So you're right
and
down there.
really incredibly easy work. So,
Yeah.
all right, so here we go, 4th down. They are going to punt again, it looks like, with 1:44 left in this game. North Reading back, and he takes the snap at some point. There he goes.
Yeah.
And here's the punt. Ooh,
almost
rush, and they almost got him. All the way back is Tamino. He fields it at about the 20. Can't break a tackle, but he's down
Spun
at the
around.
25.
He's a little small, so you can throw him around a lot easier.
Tamino with another kind of a short pass right there to the ref. So he's having a rough night. We'll give him a break. So here we go.
Tamino, tackled by Kavanaugh, Ryan Kavanaugh,
So
number 4.
in this half, Triton has run the ball 20 times, 17 times just
First and
inside
10.
and 3 times out. I don't think they've thrown the ball, right? No, not a single pass attempt that we can. Oh, 1 pass attempt that we can think of as in this entire half. So I think one of the things we pay a lot of attention to, as Mr. Gundam, our stats guy, is whether they run inside or outside, because it shows you what's happening, whether or not they've got the speed or whether they've got the strength inside. 17 out of 20 runs inside is pretty amazing for Triton. So here we go again. This time Tamino bounces it outside to his left. He breaks a couple tackles, breaks a solid
Got the
run
first
all the way.
down.
At least definitely a first down, and probably 16, 17 on that run.
20, 25 yards right there.
A minute and
Just-
10 left in this game. Triton's got to
Jack
kind of hurry it up
Tamino
if they want to do anything.
For about 17.
Or they got to start calling some of these
17 yards.
timeouts they
First
have.
down.
A little bit off.
Looks like Triton has 2 timeouts left
But only about a minute to go. So
and a minute left in this game. So they want to get a touchdown here, make it look good.
they had some sort of comeback. Not
Offset
like a
eye,
full
hands off
comeback.
to DeLong again. Or it could be Tremblay this time. I think Tremblay might be back in the backfield. Stopped at the line, not getting even a yard. No, it's DeLong who's in there as well. So the fullback play, the offset eye, going to the runs up the middle. It's working for Triton against this North Reading defense. Big question now, with 25 seconds left, can they do enough to get all the way down the field?
Maybe
They're
like
going to need 1 or 2 big plays.
some lucky Hail Mary just to.
2nd and 10, DeLong following his fullback again. Again is absolutely stuffed, and actually I think the ball might have come out. They're signaling, the North Reading signaling that they got the ball, but the referees aren't, so that's what
They do.
matters.
Whew.
And so with 8 seconds left, somebody either called timeout or that ball is actually turned over. It's hard to tell what's happening here. The refs are,
I think it's Triton's ball.
nope, clock's gonna run out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the ball game. Jake and Cooper, this was a lot of fun. Did you guys enjoy this?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah? Were you nervous at the start?
That's
I was really
Oh,
nervous
gosh,
at the
yes.
beginning.
Yeah?
And then as it goes on, you get used to it.
And we go back and watch it later and say, this is what I did right and wrong. This
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Triton 42.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You gentlemen did a really good job. It's a lot of fun doing these games with you guys. So we'll have to
Thank
do
you.
another one.
Yeah, we
So,
will.
excellent. Mr. Gundram, thank you as always. Mr. Ben, excellent work tonight. Alexia and Morgan. Morgan, was it Morgan? Yes, Morgan. Good work on the cameras. Thank you, Mr. Lathrop. Good times. Thanks. We're out.
Go to black in preview. Drop the scoreboard.